Well, let's talk some offensive line, getting you ready for Syracuse and Florida State. Aaron Roberts with us. And Aaron, what's this season been like? Because a rough year last year when you missed the whole season. How much did that drive you to get back for this fifth year?
Oh, man, it drove me a lot. Just you can't take anything for granted. You know, every play could be your last play. So I go out there just loving every moment of it.
Watching you last year, even when you were out, your spirit still seemed to be up and helping the team out. How important was that for you to not be down around the team?
I know that a lot of the O-linemen look up to me, so I had to be there for them regardless if I was playing or not. So
randomly, it wasn't good to have you out last year, but it's added a lot of experience this year because you're bringing back every starter. Then you added yourself back and Coda Martin. There's essentially 6-7 starters across this line. Well, what's that done for the competition and I guess the experience of all you guys out on the field?
You could just tell, like in practice and games, like we all experience. We know if somebody goes down, somebody can step in and get the job done just like the starters can. So that's a good feeling.
We know linemen like to run the ball. That kind of goes without saying across every lineman that's ever played here or anywhere. When you guys were doing those 7 lineman sets, how cool is that for the big guys?
It's cool, man, because it's like we pound them away, like against their will, like moving a man from point A to point B. So that's football right there.
When you showed that week 1, how important was it to have success with that early, I guess, so the coaches will keep letting you guys do that?
Well, I kind of knew it was going to be successful because in camp it was working every day almost. So when it worked during game 1, I'm like, I kind of expected it. We all did.
The 2 running backs behind you, Mo Neal, Dante Strickland, both veterans. What have you seen out of them so far this year?
They both improving their game every week. In camp, we all talk like, yeah, Mo and Strick and Abdul and all the running backs and Coach Lynch. You can tell it's a great coach coaching them. They all getting better, man. We all getting better as an offense.
You talk about the idea of moving guys when they don't want to be moved. We've seen that down near the goal line. You've had 6 touchdowns out of those 2 guys already this year. How important is that? Because last year it was Eric that kind of had to figure his way into the end zone, and this year you guys are forcing people into the end zone.
I think just getting movement up front and helping those guys so it won't be that tough of a job for them. You know, as they could just run through untouched, that's what we all would want. You know what I'm saying?
We mentioned the amount of guys back. You added Coda Martin to the lineup too, who didn't start here, but he started in the SEC at Texas A&M. How fast did he kind of mix in with the room and earn his respect, I guess, in your group?
He earned his respect pretty fast in the summer. Like we got to see him move, run, and he's strong, he's fast. So we kind of respected him and knew he could play early in the summer before camp and during workouts.
That said, he is the head coach's son-in-law. Do you get on him at all on that, or is that off? You lay off on that one?
I mean, we ask questions because that is a different scenario. But he cool. He be telling us like it's cool. Coach Babers is a cool guy, like off the field too at home. So yeah, it's funny.
All right, so nothing weird's happening.
Nah, that ain't nothing weird.
All right, that's good to hear. All right, this week, Florida State. You didn't get to play in it last year, but it was as close as it could have been to a win without it going your way. What is that doing for you guys this week, knowing how close you came last year?
It's motivating us because, like, in our locker room, we feel like we can beat anybody. So we know everybody in the ACC is a great opponent, so we want to get this win and keep the season going.
To keep that feeling going, even though it's Florida State, whoever it was this week, how important does that make this week to kind of show the world here that you can step up to one of the teams that they view as, better than you coming into the week?
I feel like every week Florida State is a big name, but every week is our Super Bowl. So, we want to go 1 week at a time, and we don't really get too hyped up into the names. We're going to come and play like we always play.
All right, it's a good feeling going into this week. Aaron, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
Aaron Roberts, we'll see him out there at left guard against Florida State on Saturday.